Detective Mike Norris chasing after serial killer Charles Lee Ray, also known as the Lakeshore Strangler, played by Brad Dourif. After getting shot by the detective, he uses voodoo to put his soul inside a good guy doll before he died. Karen Barkley, played by Catherine Hicks, buys from a homeless guy on the street for her son Andy, played by Alex Vincent. When Chucky kills Andy's babysitter, the boy realizes that the doll is actually alive and is killing people. He tries to warn people, but he gets institutionalized, and his mom, Karen, finds out the doll is alive after she finds that the doll didn't have batteries in it and it has been working the whole time. She tries convincing the detective of this, but he doesn't believe her until Chucky attacks him, and so they try to get to Andy before Chucky possesses him. Now, the first Child's Play movie is pretty good. The kid's acting isn't that great, but I feel like he gets a pass because, well, he's a kid. But yeah, it's a pretty good film. The Good Guy Doll Company fixes up the Chucky doll, which brings back to life in the process. Now, why did they take the doll that Andy's mom and him claim had the soul of serial killer Charles Lee Ray in it, which got Karen Barkley taken away and Andy being separated from his mother? I don't know. Anyways, Chucky finds his way towards Andy, who now lives in a foster home. Andy's foster parents believe Andy is just a troubled kid, and his foster sister, Kyle, played by Christine Elise, doesn't believe him at first until after he is taken away, and then Chucky wants her to take him to Andy. Then they try to escape Chucky in a Good Guy doll factory. They then defeat him by dumping this melted plastic all over him and then blow him up. Now, this one I did also enjoy. The reason is that there is more of Chucky in this one, and Alex Vincent, who plays Andy, did act better in this film than he did in the first movie. So this one was pretty good. I enjoyed it, and a very good sequel to the first. After the second film, the manufacturer is remaking the same line of toys with the same materials from the factory that Chucky died in. Also resurrects Chucky, who goes after Andy, who now attends military school. Andy tries to stop Chucky from possessing another kid, Tyler, who doesn't believe Andy when he tells Tyler that Chucky is not a good guy. He, of course, eventually does. They defeat Chucky by him falling into a fan and getting cut up. Now, this film really takes Child's Play into a more comical kind of direction, which I don't mind that much because it's kind of like just a dark comedy in this next one, but I would say I don't really like this one that much. The second one was good, but this one, in my opinion, is just not the best. But not the worst, just, well, not the best. After being cut apart, Chucky is fixed up and resurrected by Tiffany, played by Jennifer Tilly, an ex-girlfriend of Chucky before he died and put his soul into the Good Guy doll. After laughing at her, thinking that Chucky wanted to marry her, she locks Chucky up. Chucky breaks out and kills Tiffany and transfers her soul into a Brad doll. They both want to get out of the doll bodies, so they go off to find a magical amulet that can restore them both to human form. Chucky and Tiffany arrange to be driven to New Jersey by Jesse and Jade. The dolls kill people on their way and got a target on Jesse and Jade as the suspects of the killings. They start thinking that one of them is the killer until the dolls reveal to them that they are doing the killings after their friend finds the dead body of Jade's uncle. Tiffany and Chuck still force them to take them to New Jersey so they can get the amulet. Once they get there, Jesse and Jade start fight back and eventually killing Chucky and Tiffany. She gives birth and the film then ends there. So this film, I enjoyed it for what it is, as it kind of just takes Chucky to the full, like, dark comedy. So yeah, I love Bride of Chucky. Glenn, the orphan doll, who was a ventriloquist's dummy, left after seeing Chucky and Tiffany on TV when production starts on a movie based on them. Glenn heads for Hollywood to find his parents and then bring them back to life. He is horrified when he realizes that Chucky and Tiffany are on killing spree, and Chucky isn't really that happy that his son/daughter doesn't want to kill. Jennifer Tilly then gets impregnated by Chucky so that way they can transfer Glenn's soul into the baby. Chucky then reveals that he is happy with just being a killer doll, which to me I thought was pretty good. To me, I thought that meant that he was just going to be killing people for just the sake of killing people. And then they ended this film, and I still have to say this film sucked. It really, really sucked. It was just so stupid. I really just hated how this one was. This one just went full-blown comedy, and I didn't really like it at all. I do still watch it from time to time, but there are scenes that are just so stupid. Anyways, off to Curse of Chucky. Nika, a girl who is in a wheelchair since birth, got a package of a good guy doll delivered to her. At that night, her mom died mysteriously, and her sister Barb and brother-in-law with her niece Alice, who all show up to support her. While dealing with them, and after watching an old home movie of theirs, Nika looks up the good guy doll and then finds reports of murders caused by Charles Lee Ray, and a boy, Andy, blamed the murders on the doll, also known as Chucky. Saying that the doll was possessed by Charles Lee Ray, she tries to warn everyone, but of course they don't believe her, and then they all die. Nika is the only survivor and sent away because she was accused of insanity after blaming the murders on Chucky. This one took Chucky back to the beginning of the series, and I enjoyed that. I thought it was great. The ending confused me with it looking like Chucky was going to possess the little girl, and then I guess her grandma's body pops up, so I guess he possessed the little girl and moved the little girl's soul into the grandma's body, maybe? I don't know. But I thought it was awesome seeing the original character actor who played Andy back at the ending, and it got me wanting to see what they would do next. So overall, I enjoyed Curse of Chucky a whole lot, and thought it was a great return for the franchise after Seed, and an improvement over Seed. After accused of murdering her family, Nika is still in the asylum and thinks that she's the cause of her family's deaths. However, when deaths start to occur at a new mental institution that she got transported to, she then realizes that the Chucky doll that her doctor brought in to help her get over the fact that Chucky is not real. She also finds out that the doll is slowly starting to possess anyone to join a huge cult to kill off Chucky's victims, but things don't go too well in the asylum, including for Andy Barkley, who tries to stop the cult from getting any bigger. I don't understand why some people hated this one. I mean, they introduced something new into the film, with Chucky being able to possess other dolls. I thought the ending was great, where he possesses Nika and then she escapes the asylum. With Tiffany, we also get to see Christine as Kyle return at the ending, so that got me really excited to see what happens next in the franchise as well. So yeah, I loved Cult of Chucky, and I guess that's the end for the franchise review, but there are supposedly going to be more films and even a TV series and a remake, which I'll make a video on that in the future. Anyways, tell me what you guys thought about all these movies in the comments below. Which ones are your favorites, or what do you think about the franchise overall? If you enjoyed this video, click the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time.